Hey there, Wondering Watchers. I'm Sony Golden for The Vibe is Golden. Welcome to this special, titillating edition of Tabloid Tarot, which unveils celebrity secrets in love, dating, and supercoupling. In today's titillating Tabloid Tarot, we're taking a peek at the current and past relationships of a multi-talented star who has been getting some bad press and whose songs seem to be haunting me on every single radio station lately. We are tossing Abel Tesfaye, aka The Weeknd, back into the spotlight to be Tabloid Tarot. So let's see what sensational headline we have regarding Abel's life in general. We have The Gardener, the River Queen, Flow, Letting Go, Natural Movement, Start Now, Ghost, and Rejection. So with this ghost and rejection, this could be something about Abel's past, his ex-girlfriends. With this Start Now, it could be, his current rumored girlfriend, Simi. Maybe there is something going on there. With this Gardener card, this is really meaning that Abel has to start weeding out the negative things from his life and really start sowing those seeds, like planting the seeds about what he cares about for the future. There is like a need to recognize the cyclical aspect of something. And with this flow and letting go, it just could be like relationships in general. Maybe he needs to start really releasing things from his past, things that didn't work out, things that it's like he needs to start focusing on his future rather than really being haunted by his past. So let's look at what's going on with Abel and Simi, and then we'll go to a different deck to find out more about his past relationships. So I'll go ahead and put out the cards here, and then I'll go through their positions and their meanings. So come on. All right. Okay. So here, influencing energy, we have the Justice card. So some kind of serious, lines are being drawn. Kind of possibly serious discussions and honesty. So the way I have this set up is basically the present status of their relationship. We have the Hermit card. Then we have Abel's point of view. We have the Lovers. Then we have Simi's point of view. We have the World. Then a common, a common concern. We have the King of Wands up here. Then down here, I have how Abel is going to be approaching their relationship in the future, then how Simi is going to be approaching the relationship in the future, and kind of what the outcome of this is going to be by those approaches, or how that's going to impact things. So here with the Hermit, the present status, it could be that there's a challenge going on in the relationship, perhaps feeling either a journey they're going on together or one that they're going on separately, kind of trying to figure out their inner truth. It's not necessarily an easy journey, but they'll learn lessons from it. With Abel here, his perspective of the relationship is, possibly long-term commitment. It's almost like he wants to make a choice to really dedicate himself to this relationship. Here with the World, Simi is kind of looking at this relationship as possibly a successful relationship as well. What's a common concern with this King of Wands? It could be just how much attention Abel is getting as the Weeknd with his show, The Idol, getting a lot of negative attention, him being on tour, and kind of almost like what's next for him. You know, he has kind of talked about how he wants to kind of wrap up his current identity with the Weeknd and maybe explore something else. So it could be they're both kind of wondering what that next step means for him in their relationship. So it seems the way that Abel's going to be approaching it is, you know, there's might be some conflict. There might be some things that he's dealing with internally to kind of figure out his way forward. And it might extend into their relationship. For Simi, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and it seems like she's going to be looking at it. You know, in this deck, it's interesting because Seven of Pentacles usually is about assessment and kind of waiting for things to kind of manifest, kind of like the gardener. But in this deck, the Seven of Pentacles, this woman supposedly came into these pentacles by some underhanded means. So basically, it's kind of like she's going to look at almost like what she's invested and if she wants to keep on investing. And the outcome kind of seems with this Page of Swords is still like just being curious. So I'm going to do some clarification with this Hermit here. We have the Chariot. So it does seem like it's a journey they're taking on together. They're really trying to overcome obstacles. Perhaps they're spending time alone and having some, like I said, like really difficult conversations, trying to overcome like negativity around them, drama around them or around his show. I'm actually going to jump to this King of Wands because that's a common concern for them. We have this Strength card. So the King of Wands and the Major Arcana card Strength for the sign of Leo. It's very much a card of not just like internal strength and power, but acceptance and knowing your own vulnerabilities and accepting that as well. So to some degree, I think a common concern here with this King of Wands is like when you have that much power, when you have that much effect on other people, how are you going to wield that? You know, are you going to allow people to see your vulnerabilities? Are you going to you know, overcompensate for, you know, your weaknesses so that people forget about them? Or are you going to embrace them and show people who you really are? So let's take a look at the Lovers card here, which is the way that Abel is kind of seeing their connection. We have the Four of Pentacles. So that is a sense of like, maybe he sees his relationship with Simi to be like something that provides structure or could provide structure when everyone wants a, you know, wants a piece of him, wants to like pull him in different directions. So let's see about for her. We have the Hierophant here. So definitely, you know, with the World and the Hierophant, perhaps wanting to really have a committed relationship, possibly is hoping for like a significant committed relationship, maybe marriage, but also like really wants to like kind of sees this as helping her to grow and figure out what's important for her in her life as well. Like it's like she is learning from what he is going through. So let's see about the Five of Wands and their approach. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So it seems like for Abel, you know, how he creates, how he makes money, his, you know, his identity is kind of in flux And I think it's unclear whether or not The Idol is going to get another season or not. But it seems like there is, that's kind of causing some conflict there. So let's clarify the 7 of Pentacles for Simi. We have the 8 of Cups. So in terms of like assessing things and seeing whether or not she wants to invest, it's almost as if she is preparing to walk away from the situation if need be. And let's see about the Page of Swords, 5 of Cups. So here it really does kind of seem that depending on whether or not, this rejection in this ghost here, it could be not necessarily ex-relationships, but rejection from, his audience, from people, from, this idea of what could have been, how he wanted to make an impact with this show, The Idol, and just maybe needing to let go of that concept of what could have been. So with this 5 of Cups, you're really looking at the past and holding on to emotions. So it's almost whether or not there is whether or not Abel is able to really work through his stuff and learn how to manage just letting things go and really focusing on the important things. So I'm going to go ahead and move this aside, and I'm going to do a separate reading using the Neoteric Feminine Tarot to look at the weekend's past relationships with Bella Hadid and Selena Gomez. So let's see how Abel currently feels about Bella. We have the 5 of Pentacles here. So probably feels like he doesn't have a place in her world. Let's see her current feelings for him. Queen of Pentacles. Basically, she feels like, she could be a good friend. She could be like a nurturer, someone who is going to be, cordial and friendly if they see each other. Let's see what he learned from her. King of Pentacles. So, he learned really that he was kind of like on top. He had material and wealth and security, and was, making a lot of money, and possibly learned from her how to be powerful and have a lot of attention while also like being compassionate and sharing what he had with those that he cares about. So let's see what she learned from him. We have the 6 of Swords. Okay, so kind of she learned from him how to move on. Maybe he hasn't really learned that himself, but maybe she learned the importance of really just letting things go, letting things flow, and just like striving for smoother waters ahead. So let's see what he hopes for the future of his connection with Bella. We have the 2 of Swords. So kind of just unsure, still possibly thinking about, the pros, the cons of it. And also because of the 5 of Pentacles, there's a certain sense of like fear about what she thinks of him and their connection, like hesitation to maybe approach her. So let's see about Abel and Selena Gomez, who is rumored to be the inspiration for his Jocelyn character in The Idol that's played by Lily Rose Depp. Maybe not inspiration, but it's rumored that a lot of her Jocelyn's storyline kind of relates to things that happened with Selena in her life. So let's take a look at Abel's current feelings for Selena. We have the Emperor here. So I think he feels like with her, she is more stable. Maybe like that she has completely been able to move on and almost can kind of take a lot that the world dishes out. So let's see about her feelings for him. The Hermit, interesting. So it seems like she feels like he's still like searching. He's still trying to find his way. Maybe how to, like find what he wants in life, his inner truth, figure out what it is he needs to plant, the things he needs to get rid of. So let's see what he learned from Selena. We have here the Moon. So that's kind of like a sense of like sensitivity, really like that, like I'm picking up more like the feminine aspects of, these are like 3 major arcana cards. So it seems like his relationship with Selena may have kind of influenced him a lot in the sense of like the spiritual lessons and the importance that he gave to that connection, although, doesn't necessarily mean they needed to be together for a long time or crazy in love or anything, but the things that he learned, the connection with her was meaningful. So almost aspects of fears and issues of operating as a woman in the world. So let's take a look at what she learned from Abel. Knight of Wands. She kind of learned to kind of go after what you want, not to apologize, not to kind of sit and wait for things to happen, but kind of to make things happen for yourself. So let's see what he hopes for their future connection. Wow, we have the Lovers card again. So it doesn't necessarily mean that he hopes that they are going to get back together, although it could be, because here these oracle cards are kind of saying, hey, you need to kind of get over your past. So maybe this is kind of like, lingering feelings for Selena, but it's almost like he hopes that their connection really is going to be something where, they are better people, and the decisions that they make because of their connection is really in tune with their best and highest good. And actually, I'm going to pull one more card. We have Strength again. So it's almost like he hopes that, if she doesn't already know now, at some point, that she knows that their connection was really significant in him recognizing what inner strength and acceptance of your vulnerabilities are, and how to kind of bounce back from things when the world doesn't necessarily have your back. So I'm going to use the Revolving Time Oracle to answer some viewer questions about the weekend. So here, let's see, will Abel and Simi's relationship be strong after the weekend finishes touring this summer? We have yes. This card of control says months, water. This is equivalent to the King of Cups. So basically, it seems like a place of romance, emotional stability, and kind of control of emotions is going to be like more sturdy emotional connection will be the result of that this summer. So let's see, will Abel and Bella rekindle the relationship? Doesn't look like it with these cards. Oh, it says yes though. But this says destiny, timing is unavailable, but luck is on your side. This is equivalent to the Wheel of Fortune. So maybe luck is on your side, destiny, and this element of water. Maybe it relates to this River Queen, and it kind of just depends on whether he lets things flow or if he holds on to past rejection. So let's take a look at if Abel did intentionally make Lily Rose Depp's character Jocelyn similar to, or had similar experiences to, Selena Gomez. And it says maybe. This card of integrity, element of air. This is kind of like the equivalent of the maybe King of Swords. So it seems like more it was, just writing something and making decisions about certain things of a character. Maybe even didn't have any control over that, but maybe there was some influence in the background, but not full on intentionally. So thanks for watching this special titillating edition of Tabloid Tarot. We'll see you next time. Take care.